Right, it's a DeWalt battery. So I think this is actually the first one of these I've shown you. I've done some flex faults and some others, but these are the more common ones that you've probably all seen and used and broken. But you see this one had 3 bars there, but doesn't do anything, and it makes those lights strangely flash. So something's not quite right with this. So this will be a bit of fault finding, and then I'll do a repair on the next one. So let's have a look at the voltage. So if you're going to do this yourself, you've got a similar position. This is probably a bit of a how-to guide, however you want to use it. And strangely, it's 20 volts, so you'd expect this to be working fine. It's got 3 bars, it's got the best voltage you could have, really. So something's not quite right here. I don't know why it's not powering this tool. So let's get it open and just have a look. It could be something simple. It could be the connectors. There's actually quite a lot of, let's call it crud in there, crap, whatever you want to call it. A lot of mud and dirt. So we'll clean that out, just to see if it is that. But metal on metal doesn't lie, so the voltmeter read it, so the tool should read it. So just to have a look now, I've got some of that out. Still doing the same thing. So let's just have a little bit of a closer look. We'll clean some of that out just in case there's any in those connectors. But say as the metal goes through, it is quite odd for it not to be touching. So certainly if the voltmeter can read it, the tool should read it. So there is a little bit of stuff in here, so we'll clean that out. We'll give it another go, but I'm just don't think that's the problem here. So let's get some of that out if we can. There we go, just some of the bigger chunks really. You can use sort of small grit sandpaper, something like that on this, but it isn't actually that bad. There's not much in there at all. Some of these look a bit darkened, they look a little bit corroded. It could be that. But again, if I can get 20 volts out that voltmeter, I certainly doubt that's the issue. So that's cleaned out and it's still not working. So what we'll do, we'll check the cell banks, but saying that it's 20 volts, they're probably all going to be about 4 because we've got five banks of 4. If that's the problem, this is just going to be a straightforward board change. And on these DeWalts, they're not too difficult actually. These are probably the easiest, so even easier than the Milwaukees and the Makitas. So I'll show you that if it is that problem. I've got some of those. Cells don't look too bad. A little bit of corrosion on 1 or 2 of them, but they still don't look bad. All those connectors are in place. I'll get the Michael Jackson glove on and then we'll do a little test. So as expected there, 4. So if my maths is right, we should have another 4. So this is a board problem. So what we'll do is we'll get that changed. I'll show you how I do that.